I see a lot of you have a confusion, a conundrum, which I have observed from your comments or your queries, and that confusion is regarding job safety versus growth. So a lot of times I have been seeing people are getting opportunity. For example, one company is offering them 20%, 30% higher, but they are still confused. So I am trying to give you a framework which will help you to decide if you should really opt for, let's say, growth, which could be monetary growth or career growth, or you should stay with the tried and tested method, which is job safety. So before we start, please understand one thing. I always tell you, you should subscribe this channel. Why? Because right now the channel is very small. So the more you guys join me, I have a personal one-on-one connect with all of you. That means every one of you who is engaged on this channel, I know by name. So anytime you need me, I am there for you. So don't miss out on this opportunity to subscribe, to connect with me directly, and probably have an engagement, a longer term engagement. So coming back to our topic, how do we decide what is good for us? So the first question is, how long is your career span you are thinking? Probably it is 30, 35 years, even shorter, 25 years, 20 years. It depends. So we will go by again and a standard practice. I am dividing this whole 35-year journey, or maybe 35, more than 35 years of journey, into smaller segments, and we should look at these smaller segments in itself as a complete journey. So the first small segment is from 0 to 10 years of experience, and to me this phase is very important. You get to discover a lot of things. So you are passing out from college, and so far you have seen a very different culture. Now you are entering into the corporate world, so it's a discovery phase. So that should be coupled with few things: your skills, what skills you are gaining, your learning, what are your learnings beyond your skills. So your skills could be, you can be a programmer, you can be a non-programmer, consultant job, a business analyst. So you can have a functional domain learning, or probably you have technical domain knowledge. So that is, both are very important. The third thing or the fourth thing is projects. Which projects, what client you all are working on, that decides what kind of learning you will have. For example, you are working for a very premium client, but it's a support project. Probably your learning will slow down. So please mark these minor differences. The next point comes is money. 2-3 years in the beginning, if you have spent on your setting your career path, now it is time to actually accelerate on monetary aspect. So these 10 years, initial 10 years, probably not 10 years, 6-7 years, you should try to maximize your monetary gains. Probably you want to switch your company, you want to try different things. Some of you want to try startup journey. That's very important for all of us. The next point is hunt for boss. So this should also be in your list. Please remember, this is often less or ignored area, but your whole purpose of job hunting, changing jobs, is to find the right boss. And I have spoken about this extensively in my previous video, which was around why I find failing at Amazon was good. If you have not watched it, please watch it. That's very important video. What is your 10 to 12, 20 years priorities? How do you analyze if you are on the right track? So what you have to do is you continue your upskilling journey. So first you have to acquire skills in your 0 to 10 years of experience. After 10 years of experience, you have to upskill them, and upskilling is a regular habit. Please don't leave that. And as I said, learning is common across these experience brackets. So don't leave your learning, it should be your regular habit again. Now you have to maximize on whatever you have learned in your initial 10 years. Those 10 years probably you learned some programming, you learned some functional aspects, understand that now it is time to maximize on them. How do you maximize your learning, your skills? By probably coming up with some new ideas, concepts, and contribute little bit more than what you used to do. If you are not contributing, please remember, if you are an 8-year experienced programmer being paid about 20-25 lakh in the industry, and tomorrow 12 years down the line, probably when you have 12 years of experience, and if you are still becoming a programmer with 30-35 lakh rupees of package, probably you would not be able to justify your package, because I would still find that 8-year-old guy doing the same thing better than the 12-year-old guy. So please don't mistake experience, technicalities for your actual contribution. Remember that. The next is you also need to stabilize your career. So don't be always in hurry once you cross your 10 years experience bracket. If we go little bit higher on the experience ladder, you will find that 20 to 30 years of experience bracket has completely different set of priorities. What you have to do is, while you are getting older, you have to maintain the pace as your generation behind you is looking up to you. So unless until you continue your learning journey, you maintain your pace, energy, you will not be able to cope up with the demands at that experience level, or the expectations at that experience level. The next part comes is grooming. So you also have to groom the talent, nurture the talent, so that you are not only organizing things, or you are not handling everything by your own. Always remember, many minds are better than one mind. That is another aspect of leadership. So you have to show the leadership. So unless until you are good enough to reach that leadership level, you will struggle in the company. And that is why most of the people, if you look at my earlier videos which I have talked, where I have talked extensively on how people are losing job beyond in their 30s, in their 40s, please do check out those videos. Now once you are in a leadership position, do remember, you can reach leadership position, but unless until you are able to maintain that leadership position, hold on to that leadership position, you cannot succeed. And that can only happen when you have the vision of future. So you should have the future vision, how you want to drive company to the next level, how you want to contribute and evolve the company. So your contribution to the company is much more than your individual contribution. Please remember, you are most likely be representing a team. If you are an individual, probably you will not be working in the company anymore. Then all of this is possible. You need team, you need people, but unless until you are motivated and motivating people enough, you wouldn't find that job rewarding enough. So that's very important. So you have already covered this 20 to 30 years of journey. Please do let me know if you agree with the framework I have come up with. Does this framework help you? Now let us go beyond 30 years of age and 30 years of experience. And very few people probably will reach that stage, because most of the people are retiring early, or companies are retiring all of them early. So if you reach that stage beyond 50 to 53 years, probably you are working very hard. And if you are reaching there, you have already done all of these things in your journey. That's how you have succeeded beyond 50 to 53 years of age. So at 50 to 53 years of age, you are most likely to do few things. If you are good at it, you would be in a leadership role for sure. So what you have to do is, you have to evolve that leadership, and a good leader is always ahead of time. So unless you prepare for a change, you actually bring and nurture the new talent who can replace you, that is, your journey will not be complete when you retire. So you also have to leave the legacy, you have to plan for change, and that is only possible when you are still learning. So if you saw this whole process of from zero experience bracket to about 35 years of experience bracket, you would have seen one thing is very common, which is learning. For me, if I give you an example, whatever I learned in my initial 2-3 years or 4-5 years experience bracket, now going beyond 15 years and touching around 15 years of experience, I am even working harder than what I used to work at, let's say, 0 to 5 years experience. So there is no relaxation unless you are ready to play this bigger role, continue to evolve, put your energy, effort. You wouldn't be able to survive in the IT industry. Remember, this is cutthroat competition in the IT industry, and everybody is good or better than you in the industry. So it is all your approach which will take you ahead with the time. I hope this whole framework of assessing yourself, seeing your journey, where it is going, if it is not on the right track, hopefully this is going to help you answer these all questions. If this is going to help you, you know what you have to do. Like, subscribe and comment. I'll see you in another video very soon. Thank you and take care.